So this is life with a newborn.
In between, oh no. We're trying to get things done in between his eating and pumping and sleeping, and he doesn't like to not be held while he's sleeping, or even when he's not sleeping. He just wants to be held all the time, which is okay. He's a newborn.
His gas in his belly is hurting so much that he just starts screaming. So when he's not held, he wakes up even more. And this is like every 10 minutes. Like he has gas to push out, and he has a really hard time pushing out on his own. But we'll tell you some things that help.
They don't take it away, but
yeah,
help. Hi guys.
Hi. If you guys don't know who we are, I'm Brittany.
I'm Ashley.
And this is Paxton Bear. He is
a month old tomorrow. If you guys aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that button down there. It really helps support us and helps us continue to put out content for you guys. We hope you are all safe and well and staying healthy during all of this coronavirus stuff that's happening. Stay home. Let's protect the older people and the young people and everybody that's immunocompromised. Let's just do what we can. Let's do our part. We wanted to show you guys some things that we have found really helpful so far in his life, both for him and for us. So we're going to show you what we feel are our newborn essentials.
So since we were talking about the whole gas thing, the first one is one that I don't know that people have really talked about before. No, at least not in newborn essential videos that we've watched. This is actually something I got to take to the hospital. It is a bed buddy. It's just like if you guys have ever heard of a rice sock, you can warm it up, you can put it in the freezer, either way, hot or cold. So I got this to take to the hospital for Ashley, because I wasn't sure how during labor and how that was gonna go. Labor went really fast, we didn't need it. For him it has been awesome. We just throw it in the microwave and warm it up.
Just a little.
Yeah,
just barely, really.
40-45 seconds, not much at all. And I can't show you exactly how it works right now.
He's sleeping.
But
don't wake the sleeping bear.
No, not when he's sleeping. No. Can you put your arm right through there? I would set it on him, like you're him. So this is the baby, her arm. Put it like this on top. And then
on his belly.
Yeah, on his belly. Low on his belly. And then wrap this side underneath. And you have it like this. And then I hold him close to me. So kind of like he's laying right now. Last night she was like, it's magic.
It is. It's so magic. Because it's warm. And then when you hold him against you, it gives him that pressure too. And it's you give him his binky and he's instantly out.
It has been
a lifesaver.
Yeah, a lifesaver. The best thing that we've possibly come up with, and we've tried a lot.
If you guys are interested in buying any of these things, we're gonna put the links to all of it down in the description box below. And this one I highly suggest because it has been so helpful.
You can also warm these up for yourself and put them around your neck, because I'm gonna tell you, when you have a newborn, or whether you don't, you do a lot of this. Because you're just staring at them.
Yeah.
So your neck starts to hurt. You start to get all that tension in your shoulders and stuff. So I'll use it for that too.
Speaking of things that are in her lap right now, this, I think you could see it. This is a Boppy. This is a lifesaver when it comes to breastfeeding. She's just using it as a pillow right now to hold him. People literally get carpal tunnel in their wrists and their hands from breastfeeding because you have to hold them in certain ways to help them, latch and stuff. But with this pillow, you can just kind of set them on there and support them a little bit and put them where they need to be. And you're kind of hands-free, at least mostly. You can at least have one hand free. So I highly, highly suggest this if you're a breastfeeding mama.
You're more hands-free with this when you're breastfeeding him than I am in the middle of the night when I have to bottle feed him.
And this kind of goes with them too. I used to work at a daycare, and we would use these to set them on it, and they could hold their own bottle and kind of relax and recline.
But I wanted to get to one more thing with this gas. Oh, and reach. Wake the bear. So, gas relief drops. So we've tried a few different kinds. The Milacon is what's been working best for him.
And this is safe for him too.
Yes.
That was one of my biggest worries.
And we give it to him after he eats, and we've also determined that works the best.
Next, this is called a Haka or a Haka. I don't really know how to say it. But basically, this catches your letdown when you're breastfeeding. So if you're feeding on one side, you hook this on to the other side, and it suctions your boob right in there. And it catches the letdown, so you can save it for a bottle later. I don't have a ton of letdown, but even when I use it, I'll get an extra ounce or so.
Yeah, it's usually
half an ounce to an ounce,
yeah.
And I just put it in a bottle, and that adds up during the day. It's super easy to use. It's all silicone, so you boil it when you first get it, and you can just wash it after that. Super easy to use. Highly recommend. Don't waste your milk. It's gold.
Yes.
It's gold.
You never realize how valuable it is. Even a little drop.
Yeah.
Don't waste it.
Don't waste it.
Something that we talked about in the nighttime routine was this little head scrubber thing. Baby Frida, I think, is who makes this. Frida Baby. So this has really helped us avoid cradle cap. He's had like dry skin, but scrubbing with this has really kept it to a minimum.
And
Plus, he loves getting his head he loves getting his head rubbed.
And it's just silicone, so it's nice and soft. The bristles are.
We actually have a couple of these. We use another one for his face, and we have ones that we use for our face too, actually.
This is what I use at night. It's a nightlight, actually. It's a Dr. Brown little ball nightlight, and it comes in lots of different colors, so you can see on the bottom here. You can use it as like a timed nightlight, or you can just have it running all the time, but I like it because I can use this at night and not have to turn the big light on when I'm changing his diaper or when I'm trying to get him latched on correctly. It's just a nice thing to have, and since it's not just a regular colored white light, I feel like it just doesn't wake me up as much or him as much, so
yeah, I would
really
definitely
great to
agree.
have. I usually have it on blue or purple, so those are my favorites.
When we were preparing for packs to come, we kind of got a few different kinds of bottles because we didn't know what he would like, and we had heard it just depends. They like different nipples, whatever.
Right.
These are the only bottles he will take. It's the Komatomo, and it was the only one when we first brought him home and we were supplementing where the flow out of the nipple was actually slow enough that he wasn't choking.
Yeah.
So what I really love is, like I said, they have these slow flow nipples on them for like the little bottles. But then there's also bigger, you can get a pack that has a bigger bottle, and then the nipples start to flow faster as he gets older.
Yeah, and you can buy the faster flow nipples for the smaller one too.
True. Yep. Yeah. We got a pack that has 2 of these, 2 of those, and then a couple of each kind of nipple.
Yeah.
There's like a slow, medium, and fast.
Yep.
So perfect little pack, and they're silicone, which I like better than plastic.
Yeah. And these ones are green, but I think they come in pink as well.
So happy he's staying asleep. This is great.
I know. This one we also talked about in our nighttime routine. This is an owlet. This basically slips on his foot while he sleeps, and it keeps track of his heart rate and his breathing to make sure he stays good throughout the night. I am an anxious mama for sure. I was never an anxious person before, but I am now. So this just helps calm my nerves at night. I know if something were to happen, it starts playing really loud music to wake you up and for you to go check on the baby. It's peace of mind for sure. I highly recommend this for anybody that has any kind of anxiety with their baby.
I didn't think we would really use something like that at first, and thank goodness that we have it. Because again, laying him down has been such a challenge, especially at night. Well, no, especially during the day, but at night we really want to lay him down. Like, we don't want him sleeping in our bed. Next thing, carriers. We actually have 3 different kinds. The 2 that I would recommend for
Little guys.
like newborn little guys. I like the Baby Catan Breeze. It's like a wrap, but it's much easier because it's just in like 2 little loops, and you can just swaddle the baby upright and hold him close to you. It has been a lifesaver. We would get nothing done without wraps. If we can't get him to go to sleep, we put him in one of our carriers, and he's going to go to sleep and cuddle up with us. And she has a different kind that she really likes.
This is more of a sling. So hers is an extra small. I can't fit into that one right now, but this one is for every size person, essentially. Basically, you kind of build them a little nest in here and slip them in, and it goes kind of across your body like this. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. And in both of these, you can put them in different positions as they get older. This one, it can be up to like 35 pounds, I want to say. And you could like put it on your hip, so when they're old enough to sit, they can just sit on your hip and you have your hands free and you can vacuum or, do whatever. But this is a wild bird. Did I say that already?
No.
Wild bird. And again, all of this is going to be linked in the description below if you are interested in checking any of it out. Yeah. I highly recommend either of these.
The disadvantage with this is it is kind of sized to your body. She'll be able to wear it once she gets rid of the baby weight. Right at the moment she can't, and I was selfish and got an extra small. I'm sorry.
Not selfish. You just wanted to be able to hold him.
I really did. It's like my dream to be able to carry him around in like a carrier. I didn't get to carry him for 9 months, and that's my kind of way of bonding with him. After a week or something.
Yeah, a week and a half maybe.
I was like, we're getting you a carrier of some kind.
They're really helpful.
Yeah. And it's special too. Like, it creates a bond to be able to have him right there whenever you're doing things, and that's what he wants.
Yeah.
So it's super nice.
For sure. The next thing I have is something that probably most people have in their diaper bag or in the house at their diaper teaching station. Pax had pretty bad diaper rash just by the time he got home from the hospital for some reason. He has super sensitive skin. We tried a couple other kinds of diaper cream, and this one overnight made his bottom look so much better.
It was crazy, the difference.
This is the Decidin Maximum Strength. We don't use this every time now, but if we start to see his butt turn a little bit pink or it starts to get a little bumpy, we'll definitely throw this on a couple times a day, and it helps super
And
fast.
the next day, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So originally we were not pacifier people. You know, we wanted to really make sure we made it through the first few weeks. Wanted to make sure he was latching on. Wasn't sure if we were going to give him pacifier at all, but we made sure we had some. And again, same with the bottles. We had a few different kinds. And this is the Itsy Ritzy. By far his favorite and the only one he constantly wants. He just wants to say hi to everyone. But he can like stick his hand in here and he can hold it. And the other ones he easily like flicks out of his mouth, and this one he can actually like keep in his mouth, and he puts his hand on it and keeps it in his mouth.
Pretty cute. Oh!
You want to show him? Oh, you want to show him?
This is the last thing I have to show you guys. This is the sleep sack swaddle. This has also been a lifesaver. He really likes to be wrapped up really tight when he's sleeping. So this one's cool because it unzips. It's got the zipper from the top and the bottom. So if you want to easily change their diaper, you could just take their little legs out the bottom without having to completely undo them. Put their little arms through the holes here. Zip it on up, and then this kind of folds over, it tucks in, folds over. And there he is, and we call him a burrito boy when he wears this. But he could be like screaming at the top of his lungs, and we put this on him, and he instantly kind of calms down. He cannot sleep without this, at night especially.
Oh no, there's no chance he would not sleep, especially on his own. Yeah. No chance.
He still has a lot of that newborn reflex where his hands kind of, he can't control, so.
Yeah, Mommy take you for a
Hey,
minute?
buddy.
Yeah, Mama take you? Okay.
Hi, sweetheart.
Is this the last thing we have to talk about?
It is the last thing.
Alright, it's a Licho Podster. So it goes on the ground, on the table, on the counter, like anywhere you can think of. You put their little butt in here, and then they just like lay in there. The perfect seat. This is not something that we asked for, or...
We didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, we didn't really know it existed, didn't think about. And her cousin sent it to us and was like, this was a lifesaver, this is what you used, and like you could take them around, sit them in all the places you just taught just so you could get something done. Thank goodness that she sent it. Because we've tried swings, like we have a Mamaroo we've tried, our neighbors brought over something trying to set, that we could try to set him in. This is the only thing he wants to lay in.
He uses that multiple times every day. And it's nice too because his butt sinks in, so it kind of holds in a little bit better than some of the other
Yeah,
things.
so he, like, if he sits in here, like, because the sides are up a little bit, his head's up here, so he can still turn his head side to side, but he's not going to roll. That covers the things that we feel have been newborn essentials, at least with him. Again, if we have another baby, everything may change, we don't know, but this will be the first things that we go to next time for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you guys have any video suggestions or anything like that, please leave them in the comments below. We are trying to get videos out as much as we can right now. We know there's a lot of people home in quarantine and they want to watch videos, so we're trying to do that. As you kind of notice, it's a little bit challenging with a newborn.
It just takes 9 times longer.
Everything does. We appreciate all of you guys watching.
We'll see you guys later.
We'll see you guys in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.